So let's have a look at here.
Probably not. I think ISO is just quicker plug and play, but I like your confidence. I do think that Deadlock's crazy strong at the moment. Loud on defense, Sentinels on attack. We've had 1-1 every single pistol at the moment to give us the 2-2.
Push on the pistol from the
Luke
defenders.
Show's ahead of this one, and it is cleared in time. Instant with it, and that's going to be the stun to lay it down. Zelsis.
Does he get out?
Yes,
he does. Neon. This neon things.
Defense at least arriving in time to try and supplement this one, and guns in hand, making sure to really put an end to all of this one. The rate. How the hell are you going to try and pave away to victory? There's no
How's he
possible
doing
way.
this?
He's got 70 health still left, alive with 4 bullets left and remaining. 2 players out
Oh,
wide
that's
into the
unlucky.
open. Oh my god, this is getting messy.
1 HP. He should never have had a chance in this.
1 HP and a bloody dream with Loud, health advantage, player advantage, spike drop down into the middle of nowhere as long as they double up here. And with that discipline, yeah.
Hey, very nicely done for
Sails
Loud.
away into the sunset with that
Bring them up to
pistol round win. Good
3-2,
beginnings
and again,
here
they've
for
looked
Loud.
very good on this
So
map,
confident on this pistol.
in my
Luke Show's
opinion.
tucked into the corner, manages to pick up one
Sentinels
because
have
his
looked
mechanics are
rough
amazing.
until
And
they're
then just
lost
as he
in.
flies through the smoke over towards garage window. I mean, look at him, he's in. Off the back with the stun as well.
Where the coaches take
Immediately
timeouts and
collects
ecos, you can normally give them some kind of eco plan that you think is going to work, and then makes it like a little bit less obvious what's going to happen to the big buy rounds, because maybe they've forgotten.
At an individual on the Sentinel side of
The
things,
other team.
he's played amazingly map 1 and 2. This is what the SEN fan base was waiting for. When is this guy going to activate?
Especially as like as a lot will go on in the actual eco runs.
Big match. Well, he's having a great
Not as
game
easy
today.
to remember
It's just
everything
that
that's going on.
Digizine and Luke Show are untouchable.
I'm out of here.
Pretty standard game plan that's going to be occurring here from
Okay,
Sentinels.
eco up for Sentinels. They at least get over towards the site. A little bit of damage done.
Trying to play this one safe now. They're going to be regrouping. Trying to play with a gun advantage. Sentinels, they have anything else up their sleeves? They're all grouped up towards the back of the side here. That's a big reveal. Spawning all sorts of them. Util is going to have to be expended here, but shot darts, rebounding, ricocheting.
Oh boy, not like this. See, that's a great trade.
Straight bullets though, straight through the wall. Will be that answer back from Lau, but this is getting more than messy. This is getting downright dangerous. Drone up and over towards the top. Has to
Big
be that
recon.
this one, dart over and around. The timing to be avoiding, and a bit
God,
of
that recon's incredible. The wraparound's really good as well. Look at the HPs. Damn, nicely done. This is a full eco. There's been 2 of these now. They had one on Split, and they've had one on Haven.
Picking up round 2 and looking great with it. There are certain teams that look like they put a lot of focus and attention in making these rounds winnable. And Sen,
The timing on some of their Util was really, really cool. So love the double wraparound garage. This is sick.
From many different angles. The push up through garage window was crucial. The reflank through garage at the end also crucial from John. There it is, the pop off from the shock dart kill too.
Shock dart. I mean, he had a lot. Shock dart and
I like
recon.
this idea.
Speaking of recons, we got a smoke to dodge the recon.
Get yourself in.
Potentially seeing it though, that's going to be that fly, or at least the stun coming through. Held down the line. Sentinels, they got the guns this time.
He's absolutely sent it.
The corner, Digizine, he's hoping.
Damage as well, locked him in.
Got to be an indicator issue there. Maybe just stepping into the aftershock. He was hoping that they would just not look at him.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much more that he could have done in that situation. He's just got to tuck and hope.
Very, very nice on this one.
Dealt with by Sen.
4 people surviving. Money's good. Real good. And
I think I've yet to see it work.
this is interesting as well, because they keep the money low. Kind of delays Digizine getting an op out.
To his ultimate really, really quickly here. A lightning start. And he's been good. Like
The Sentinels so good at ecos. Their ideas are good, and honestly, their utils are really nice. And they're just units.
Still been scrappy.
They're just, everyone plays together like a swarm.
They have a round concocted. Louder in the right place at the right time again to try to challenge this in A lobby.
A lobby fight occurring. Sending it flying forwards here as well. This is
Oh boy, it's a great omen flash though. Dude, I think he had to commit there.
Kind of dropped down by the former teammates, and Zekken might be paving away a bit further forwards here.
Oh
Dash to
boy.
the side though. Not quite there. There's a flash into the corner, narrowly avoided. Dodge, Duke, Kawazine steps up to the challenge once more. Round to the side. He's got those reinforcements arriving. Luke Show sidestepping with the bullets. That's no rate.
You know Kawazine's on site, yeah.
Rapidly at that.
Oh my, narrate's just had enough.
Never ending.
He's actually just had
He's
enough.
making the difference here.
What is
He's
that?
been playing great
Synapse
all
with the
day.
tier 1 as well. Thank you for the
Got
5
his
months,
Hunter's
dude.
Fury
Appreciate the
online,
tier 1, dude.
took a tag onto Cow and Z.
Thank you for doing
And
that.
that gave the confidence for Zekken to run in and try to get that kill. Didn't get it though, and it took Narrate slowly working his way forwards, being cautious of all of the peaks coming out from the flooding players, and managed to take down all three.
Marshall, take over, bro. You're so... Let's go.
He took over last time they played on Haven.
Yeah, he might
demolished EG. But Silly was saying on the desk, he didn't really even get tested in that game. Was hoping that Loud would test him a little further. As yet, he stepped up to the challenge.
And we're seeing cheeky plays
Whoa.
in order, of course.
Fast.
Okay, rapid shot to answer back from Lucio. Straight to the dome of bang, but already damage is being done. Kills need to be reclaimed here. You've got to be watching for all available angles. Zekken has been drawn.
Ooh.
Bit of patience play still. Cleaning them all up. Kamazine now with 20 health. There's a multitude of weaponry to pick from. Not going for it though.
No, he's not going for any of it, because actually the guns have been dropped pretty far away in A lobby, and he just wants to try to take the timing.
Wait a second. That's a shot to the head, straight through
Oh.
the wall.
Just wants to get the plant now. Oh,
With only 20
I
health,
hesitated.
not much that he could do in that situation.
he wanted to throw it across the Narrate, or Narrate was asking him to throw it across, and they were too late, so they didn't get the plant down. But he did get the kill at the end to mean that they got his ult anyway. So they now go big buy rounds.
Opportunity for them to crack a strategy just around John QD's
And they got a breach ults. And most people go over towards...
Oh, it's fine. Take it. No, no, no. Ah, it's all right.
yeah. We saw the comms at the end.
You
You can see most common breach ult is over towards A, and so this is nice from Loud, right? You do have to do something a little bit aggro. This is also pretty cool from Sentinels, right? They A default to create the pressure like they're gonna do their ult, and then they look like they're waiting for a reaction, which most commonly is a push down middle. Hey, this is cool though from Sentinels. I don't even care if they lose the rounds. I like this idea from them.
Double TP to try and get the hell out of dodge.
They're just playing off the tendencies of what most people do, a breach ult and the pressure as well. Damn, this is a really nice round from them. I've actually not seen a team do this yet. It's awesome.
Off the back of all of that mid-pressure, Zelsis walks up C-long, somehow manages to evade the timing on the operator.
Because they know that teams have to kind of do something against the breach ult. You can't really sit on site, tank it, they get onto site, save Omen, flash, breach damage, etc.
Narrate really is taking
So once
over.
they've done the
he's
A
finding
pressure,
so
they
many
know that they have to be
opportunities to assert his will
proactive.
upon the game. But this round,
That's really cool
gotta give
round.
credit to Zelsis for finding phenomenal lurk timing.
140 jobber. Loud just need to keep these guns intact.
Is breach coming?
I think Loud will
Oh,
look
over
back on
towards
this
A?
round.
Because so to exec on A,
Kicking themselves for
you use
just
the
seeing
breach
pulling
ult,
off the
right?
timing.
So then you save Omen flash,
Yeah, that
and
damage
then you get
Fire.
under heaven with
See
the
if they can
Omen
even keep one of
flash.
these guns in check.
And then as soon as they try to retake, you Omen flash back, and then they just don't have a good retake. They kind of you can stall out there.
Yeah, the
stage
timing
one
that
of
he
their
caught,
retake,
I'd say,
basically.
though, is
So
superb.
normally you got to
I
go
mean,
aggro
against-
and do
the
something,
whole
and this is
purpose
just a
of this
whole
round
thing
was
to
that
play around it.
Team was holding C-long with an operator. You see him still holding it during this timing.
Dude, it's been a long
Zelsis
time,
walks his way
Bacon.
up. I don't know whether Digitine made some noise, maybe.
Wait, they got some
the
banging
footsteps were
pictures
pacing
there.
over towards garage or something.
I just can't remember what the hell they're
Couldn't
going.
have been better.
No.
And Loud put everything into that round. Sure, there wasn't any ultimates being used.
Woohoo! The hunter. It's the fake hunter and the real one.
But Loud have been economically ruined out the back of that. They put everything into the operator stocks.
I mean, yeah,
Market
Bacon, of
crashed.
course.
Now they've got
The
nothing.
go-to.
Relatable.
You can stay with me.
Yeah.
It's all right. We can stay with Mimi. She's the only landowner.
That's true. Landlord mentioned. 5-1 though. This is SEN. At this point, I've been using the word in control, momentum, everything else, but it all applies to Sentinels.
I'm not even sure they had them back then.
Yeah, they're looking
Again.
completely in control. I mean, it's like they've got a read on everything that's going on in the round. You know, little pump fake over towards A-long, draws out that fight through mid. They're there to punish the fight in mid, and then they're there to punish the reaction from Digitine. It just doesn't
Or
get
over
any
towards
better.
C. It's not as good. It normally
It's exactly
normally have
how
vision
they were
block here, so
visualizing it.
it's hard to actually like capitalize
there's
on your ult at the
looks
back.
like an opportunity for
Like
Digitine
here,
to
it's
get
so
some
easy
value
to
out of the Neon
capitalize
ult.
off it,
They're
right?
gonna
If
be
you look at the back
stunning,
walls.
salvoing, running down there with Neon. Can Sentinels control the aggression once more?
No one's
they're
gonna be
actually
meeting.
doing it off sound.
Sentinel playing this one patiently and passively enough.
Yeah, you can see where they're going for the C punish, especially when we've got both
Best value
of
they
these
can off the
ults.
back of the Neon ultimate. 'Cause
And
it doesn't
also
last very
should
long
be
anymore.
pretty aware of something like this.
Salvos, uh-oh, tricky spot to be playing into. You got your cage propped up, gives you a bit of safety, but okay, gun in
Handling it well.
hand.
He doesn't even get the chance
He
to
did
use the
really
ultimate.
good.
I mean, what more are you looking for there?
Yeah. Walking up though into this trip setup. Luke Show not relying onto this one, but when everybody's just steadily crawling up onto the line, a bit of raw spam there. Stinger in hand is not quite the gun for it. Still steps forwards. But Second getting tripped up twice in the making. Double TP out and away. Pancada calls for that evacuation, just trying to play his life out.
Chill though.
Cam's
Chill,
gonna be spotting
chill,
out all
chill.
sorts of business as
Chill.
well. These players are trying to swarm and hunt down the straggler that is Zelsis.
Ah, he's playing
As
so
mentioned prior, this guy
confidently.
is the hunter right now. He is the dangers.
He is the Eco Cobra.
Yeah.
He strikes when the money
You
is
chill,
low.
I'm farming my
6-1.
ecos.
This
I mean,
round,
yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
confused why Digizine did
Worries
not
me,
trigger the
but-
go signal. I mean, he's got a stinger in his hand, but the whole purpose of this round surely is for DG to get set up with his ultimate. I mean, maybe not. Maybe he just wants to use it in a round where he has the op, so that at least you know, when you get overwhelmed, you can pop the Neon ultimate and have some value. But Loud, again, they've got everything in the bank right now. They have the op online. They have 5 ults online. If they can't win a round like this, they're not going to win hardly any on defense.
Tight angle for the Digizine. Flash into your face as well. Hopping
No
around.
way.
I don't know where that shot went.
Even their
Another
wing
one,
conditions
another
missing, and they
stun,
both
shot
getting
under
hit by the
Fury.
ult.
Sidestepping and
Gotta
dodging.
get out of there, but there's a
Show
good amount
stays
of
alive for
info,
now.
and it's
Already
very hard
Seaside
on
has
this
been
retake with
gained.
this.
Granted, given up
It's
over
like,
to
do you
Second.
really want to pop the ult when you're 45 HP?
Both of the big ultimates are yet to rotate around.
TPs.
Definitely
All
got to
three
keep an
can
eye on
spawn.
the
They have 10 more
round the
for
world
each
from
other. They can't really play the
Zelsis.
flood. It'll have to be
He's
a big
very
set
late on this
retake.
one.
Aggro. It's Sen just trying to feign like they're holding on to backside control. A lot of you two are going to be expended on top of it.
Dude,
You're
look
going
at
to see this
Zelsis.
rapid flank going to be occurring. He just needs his team to be buying time as well. You've
Oh.
seen it. Ults offloaded. Armageddon as well, straight up the gut. And now Zelsis.
Okay, it's
has to
gonna
that
be a
playmaker.
spam fest
Time is
with
of
the one
essence,
smoke
but
for the
he's gotta play
spike.
patiently, not give anything away.
Smoke
into
goes
the moment.
down.
Darts
Here we go.
up
It's
and
gonna be
overhead.
crazy
A quick tap as
spam
well. What is
fest.
the next line of defense for all of this? TP up close to the top lines.
Really, really
Sentinels,
nice,
they're
by the
gonna
way.
scatter
They used
out.
all of their util super early on to make sure they were stalled here, to make sure that Zelsis had a really good luck.
Setting Zelsis up on a deep, deep look. And then
It's a bit of a
baiting out those
masterclass at the
ultimates,
moment how they're
making
playing
it feel
Havens.
like they're playing on
It looks
site,
great.
Forcing the ults out early, and then all playing an off-site setup.
Yeah, this miss
Where
was
is that?
everything.
He's got an ear piercing.
Yeah.
And like I said, if Loud can't win a round like that, where they've
I
used
did something.
every
I have
ult,
one more first month than I did last map. Yeah! Yeah!
What's going on here?
Excitement on every front from Sen.
they're playing a pretty perfect game right now. And this is one of the maps that used to be towards the bottom of their pool. They were so struggling on this map when it came to kickoff. Start of the year, they were banning it. They were playing the Yoru ISO comp and they looked lost on it. But this,
Yeah,
they
it's
really
true.
found their groove. This is now 2 times in a row that the attack side has looked picture perfect.
Set one over
Seaside,
towards short.
nobody home. Luke Shaw.
He
Can
gets
take
so
a
many
two-row
eco
towards Mirage.
kills from Larkin.
Zelsis has actually been more of a monster on the Cypher than Luke has so far.
It's so funny.
Seen a wall up and over into his face, bang. Just holding down the double doors angle. Down through the back on top of it. It's a bit of a weird one. And Zelsis strikes, yeah. So he was just inserted over towards A and he gives them those pivot options. Ult online, it's going to reveal all.
Can be slightly dangerous for a player to go for a bit of an aggressive lurk like this, because you risk giving away a rifle, but now he's just given himself and his team.
Nah,
easiest,
but to be
freest
fair though, he didn't
entry back
do
in.
anything too
Although
wild.
Loud look like they're poised ready to flood. Salvo's
doing
paranoia
great.
already could still be a scrap.
Man going down here, stepping forwards into the smoke. It's where it's going to be decided essentially.
Wait, they
Zelsis
popped ult?
quickly deals with
Oh.
Luke Shaw, and that's going to be the ult offloaded, but still, how the hell do you get value out of it? You don't. You just don't. Straight back to the spectator seat. And listen, 10 more balls in the clock. Can I help you in
That's
that
so
one?
sick.
Oh my
That's
God,
so sick.
disrespect. He's styling on it.
That looks so good.
Boy. No reaction.
No, they're cold. I mean, in their heads, that was like the optimal play to set up John for building up towards
So
the pre-shot.
incredible.
Locked in.
Yes, do you remember when we practiced this one in scrims?
Yes, remember when we practiced our backwards B, hops up the stairs silently.
Through Ivy, he's a speed demon.
But our former teammate couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
The Foon.
Crossing up Bancada.
The Foon reference.
It's a pity they didn't win the pistol, because it would have looked cleaner, wouldn't it?
It's a stun. Push them back. There's a second's time to shine. Fortline's going to be slowing them down a tad. Heavy committal as well from the Sentinels. They've got a lot of bodies here to try and lay siege into the A site, but they're going to give this one up. Digizine reveals his hand with the operator shot that was just
create a
went
lot
wide
of
here,
pressure.
So different direction to be taken now. For
Yeah, speaking of
Sentinels.
pressure as well.
Pressure
And honestly,
exerts
with how
themselves
confident
up for
he's been
minutes,
playing,
breaking.
I would be very convinced that he actually took
The
this.
response realistically from Loud as well to try and clear up some of this space, but Bancada, flash to the corner, tight to the corner,
wait.
no one's cleared it out, but it doesn't even matter. Luke Show
So
himself.
what?
Second. Already forwards into the fight and might be able to just slip all the way behind, but no
What's
effect is
going
going to
on
be
here?
revealing the job entirely. Can't quite take that timing, just feigns like he potentially could be. Gets his team straight back into it. Bang is also just trying to fake like he could be lurking up towards A. Utils use and the cam just spots it out entirely. Salvos the next level and layer to all of this. Luke Show is online.
And it looks like he's ready to get this ace. Bang. Might end up walking straight into this.
30 seconds left.
Drop and exchange of the gun. Bang. He's got plenty of money, doesn't need to be worrying too much about that one. Just wants to do economical damage at this point. But he's just been highlighted.
Really nice from him, man.
Secured
That's
Luke
great.
Show.
He got a little bit
Waiting for it
fortunate
to
with no
really show
one
up.
checking him probably.
This round, a bit chaotic for Sentinels. You could see what they were going for. But the pivot through Garage after that B exploration didn't quite work. And a lot of players just kind of getting caught out in the open.
Yeah, make sure to follow iBuyPower on socials, hashtag unlock your ace. Lots of giveaways to be happening. And Luke Show, you can tell he's happy with that one. Fist bumps out.
At the
Couple
same
of
time
knocks.
though, I mean that, you know, it's an ace, but they're down 8-2. They need way more than that.
Need every single round they can get here. Digizine with the operator again. Core part of the playbook for Loud when they're on their
Yeah,
defense.
he's struggling a little bit against the Neon with hitting his shots.
It's a pivot that's
It
called
is-
for.
It is a different
Trip through
game.
into Garage. Trip's going to be dealt with.
Oh boy.
Deals with. Luke
Bancada's
Show's just
gotta
trying
do a
to
lot.
delay and buy a bit of time here. Bancada chooses that
I feel
time
like
to
he had to
strike,
do a
now
lot,
he's
but
the one being
oh boy.
squeezed. Revealed his hand a little bit too early.
It's absolutely styled on him.
Luke Show and Bancada.
If they can get 4 though.
Heavy-handed with the swings, and Digizine just comes in delayed, but
Mate, this guy
necessary.
hit a crazy shot
Third
down towards
round added to the
C-Long as
tally.
well.
One
And they
more,
did
5
potentially
kills
Loud to
into
work
3
with.
kills.
They decided to fight. They decided to brawl.
They found my wire.
I mean, they were getting overwhelmed by Sentinels in the prior rounds. And now they're just choosing their timings and choosing to scrap. Luke picks up another 3 in this round. Digizine's had some difficult shots and hasn't quite been able to land them, but throughout it all, Luke Show's been there. If they can get up to 4 and win a pistol, suddenly it doesn't matter that they lost 8 rounds in a row.
Yeah,
But that's
that was
a tough
very
ask still,
doable.
even at this point.
Went away for breach
Spotted out
shot.
Digizine. Deep calm, and Zelsis not willing to really step over.
Headed to Luke Show. There's a one-way cage.
What? He's just pulling that one out 20 seconds into the round.
Yeah, it's really cool.
To be going for it, for sure.
Second one for good measure. Close this one down here. It's going to be that drone to try and clear close. That's broken though, and it's trying to bait Kawazine in. Something is going to
Excuse
be
me?
smelling off here for Sentinels if they're aware. They've got all their faculties.
Sure.
There's a flash and a peek around to the side, and Digizine, I don't even know if they're realizing that Kawazine's still there, still Sen. Don't like the look of it. Over towards A is a dangerous place, and down towards the back of B now. Still, Trip. Belly broken, a bit of punish inside. Luke Show's just laying down some heavy
Out for the
fire
spike,
suppressive element.
breach damage.
Aftershock as well, seeking to delay. This
This
is
is nice
Loud.
though. Bang gets back a sight as his
Surrounding,
own omen
slowly
flash if
tightening the
they
net.
try
Have to
and
fight over one of these
send it
connectors.
through.
They don't look like they're in position
Oh,
to.
they
There
don't
it
take
is,
some map
rolling
control.
front though. Asking you shall receive.
The problem is the
But
smoke's
not
gonna be up the whole
way
time,
up.
so they
Who
don't
is
really
following
get
up?
too
That
much
is the
from it.
question. Intruder smoke, and it surely won't save you. Luke Show just narrowly off the mark with that one. Significant amount of damage done to John QT, and up a flash as well to push them back.
Business fight.
Shot. Oh, shock. Actually looked good. Oh my god, he had to send it. He had to dodge the shock. Wow, how did they win this one? Fair play, man.
And a 9-3 half. Sentinels can be happy with it.
Scrappy end to the half there from Sentinels.
Dude, 9. That was a really nice attack half, though.
With that ult, nobody really in position to be able to play off it. John does it himself, dives into the smoke, picks up the kill onto Luke. And then Narrate finds a nice timing onto Pancada to be able to pull that one out. Being able to find player advantages in tight spots.
Nice!
And those are normally the spots where Sentinels have been struggling so far this year. Playing off each other well, though, for a 9-3 half.
They've set themselves up beautifully for the slam dunk finish in this series.
Really.
A potential chance to lock up a top 4 playoff spot. We'll see on the other side of this.
The calling, yeah, the calling was really, really good. Like all of the first 3 buy rounds, like buy v buy, was really good. Ain't 30 kills in 1/2. Nah, I haven't watched it. I only saw screenshots. Narrate, yeah, he's been looking a lot better past what, 2 weeks if we include this week. He's in op. He just missed a couple of shots against the Neon. That C shot was pretty costly.
Masterclass first half here on Haven by Sentinels.
It's like this. It's like a similar thing as well that happened on Split, where they don't get eco'd. He definitely gets a lot more chances to have the op early and hit some shots.
Puts a lot of importance onto the pistol round itself, but listen, if I see it going Sen's way, we're going to be singing their praises and honestly just rolling out the red carpet for them landing a spot into the playoffs.
Starchy with the prime. Thank you for the 4 months, mate.
Didn't really have to see too much of it last time.
Damn, dude, I hope everything's going alright.
Loud pulled off a bit of a comeback over towards Split, made things at least interesting over there.
Recovery,
Forced an enormous
Starchy.
play out of Bang to close. They'll be hoping they can do something similar.
Dude, the shock looked unreal. Oh my god.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to do the maths mentally, but that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Slightest of breeze is going to be bringing down some
75,
of those players.
64.
And here's the second one. Plays it all the way down, up and over. It's long-range artillery and an attempt to punish. Already gliding all the way into this fight. There's a lot of damage done. Needs to be the reinforcements. And oh wow, Second just trying to slip his way in through that anchoring smoke, but didn't realize that timing and tempo was taken by Loud already.
He did a good job to stay alive in the midst of all of that. Got 10 HP. Still have an aftershock to try to keep out the first wave of this retake, but double flash available to Sentinels.
Yeah,
and the Recon's back
and flash.
Oh my goodness, defense is ordered. Pancada needed a bit of a bailout and he's going to be receiving it. Still Sentinels just trying to take this one.
Oh, that's all the high HPs.
Through stray shots. Potentially finding it here with the damage done to Digizine. It's a 2v2 at that. Still health advantage for Sentinels. Walking all the way around here with a fault line, swinging in and trying to make that play happen. John QT left into that 1v1. Isolate the fight.
Look at those shots as well. That one's going to make it easy. They're for sure force buying.
What a recovery there from Sentinels. Was looking like Loud would still be able to get the job done even with such little health
first map
on their
where
side.
actually no, it was 1-1
I was
in the end,
worried
right?
when
Yeah.
Sen just sent it
Dude,
on
they
the
got
first
eco.
wave too. They ran
Can't believe they
into
got
the
eco
aftershock.
twice.
Went before the recon dart, but ended up being the right call. And John clutches it up. 14-3, by the way. John and the Ray on this initiated duo are diffing their opposition on Loud. It makes sense.
I'm really surprised at that.
It's not like Dewey's as long in this role as initiator. It's his first time picking it up. Was a duelist
They
main,
got
went over to Sentinel. He's
the hero Baki
been around the houses trying to
going for the
find a
non
secure position.
Shimbai.
Yeah, just doing it all, but
Not even a
decision
force
made.
here.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Not
thinking.
even a force, bro.
Loud, it's 3 to 10. You're not opting to force and invest everything. At least with the Stingers to try and engage. You're hoping you can drag this one all the way back. You're essentially giving Sen the 11th round at this point. Now you do have open and easy access over towards B, and Kutazine all the way in, and that's a shotgun into your face. You've got to be careful about that one, and a gun reclaimed, picked up. Bulldog.
Bang was
And there
worried
is
that
a
this was
Bucky
actually
there if
gonna
he
be
wants to
split
try and
into
get
A.
it.
He didn't go and help Narrate.
Spike planted.
There are players everywhere.
Yeah, suddenly it's looking much more winnable with a kill like that.
Oh,
laying
my.
claim to all sorts of lives. Luke Show.
Dude, eco for
Will not be
ecos.
stopped. Upgraded for himself here, but with Loud, complete control of backside B, the A-Link extremity. A spike planted for it. Sen. So I find myself eating my words, to be honest, saying that they were going to get up to 11. You can blame me.
I mean, that's definitely what Loud were going for. I think it was the right decision to force into this round. They didn't, and they just win it anyway.
Yeah, they win it anyway. They
The
get some of
Bucky
the
was enough of a
upgrades.
force buy.
Yeah.
And the
Dude, the
confidence to
hero
just burst
Bucky
through
on
B,
attack
run it
has
all the way through the A
really
connector
mad
and find
success
value
rate
out
with a
of that.
neon.
Made all the difference. Sen looked.
I think
like
I've seen
they
it 3
weren't quite expecting the
times.
threat on the other side there.
Well, actually, honestly, Nongshim
Not
maybe
necessarily with the way that
started going a
Narrate
little
died,
bit
but
crazy
the
on that
players
Lotus
walking
on
back
attack
into
the other
B
day,
main.
but
I don't mind that
I've
challenge,
definitely seen
but this
it
play from
have
Zelsis,
success 3
probably
times.
you can find better opportunities to fight that one together with John. Kaplan starting to get just a tad frustrated. But if Loud start running things back, you'll see him. I mean, he'll be giving the people's elbow to Cuba right in the back there. Tearing the stuff
It
in
went
off.
from
You don't wanna
easy
see
to
that. Sen have got a
relatively
weird buy.
difficult now.
Outlaw.
Oh.
They're taking a timeout.
Okay.
A tactical timeout after 2 rounds.
Something heard in the comms, perhaps, that Kaplan might not be happy with. I was going to say it earlier when we saw him just, you know, poor Cubit. But
That's a very early.
Yeah, Tanuki, we were
nice.
talking about it
It is
earlier as
hyper
well.
early. I mean, you're round 15.
They did pretty good considering that.
10-4 up, and sure, you lost control of that round. But this has got to be to do with people getting maybe a bit too lax in the comms or something. It can't be a strategic component. You've only seen a pistol and a follow-up from Loud. There's nothing you can hook into.
It's keeping the attitudes in check, I think, ensuring that you close out wins when you get leads like this. Pretty important you don't let it slip.
And they did nearly get away from them on split.
Yeah.
They were 12-6 up, had 6 opportunities to finish.
The bang didn't show up.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, there is a slim possibility that it could have been a 2-0, but
Yeah.
it didn't quite get that close. Loud was still just fighting to get it to OT on that one. So, with the coaches getting to
Oh, they
have some
actually
very early
changed
input
something
in this half,
tactically. They're
Still,
Maybe
eyes, attention,
garage
going back
punish?
over to second and back.
not even a garage punish. They wanted to. They switched guns and they decided to go super aggro.
Right away.
Clear of middle with the smoke. Try and force them over towards the A hit. Do they get enough people here in time?
Smoke's to be helping him out here, but they want to try and flip their way in anyway. Zelsis is running knife out to try and catch that timing. Slight pocket to play in with the wall up against it, and aftershock. It's all
Yeah,
being used to
definitely
augment this attack.
didn't go
Scene looks really
as
good on the
planned.
entry. He's finding these pockets, being able to play inside of them.
Planted.
Zelsis punishes that reload. Hold on, he's just spotted. Yeah, 3 players, but Luke shows
Hey,
straight
very,
from
very nice.
the back.
Armory buy, armory buy. DG's in with enough money if
These
he wants to get an op.
They are actually struggling.
Wouldn't
Sentinels to hold on
recommend
to
it,
them.
but
Narrate
never
is
know.
being forced out by the stun that happens over towards default. He runs out as Celsius runs in. So the idea there is to flood defend, but they're not quite on the same page with it. It's not too bad in this round. This wasn't the most important round in the world, but if that is a pattern that continues into the really crucial rifle rounds, then Sen are going to have a lot of difficulty.
Yeah, could get close.
Sen looking to fight over this one a bit harder. John QT, you can see him holding out his arm a little bit wide there with a fault line. Ready to receive either front B or down towards A lobby. The cam broken. Zekken has got to respect this one here. There's a big presence. Might be expecting just the one, and Louder feigning like they are lurking up through A lobby with just the one player potentially.
Oh
here, but
my
Kutazini's
goodness,
all the
what
way
the
in,
hell's he
in
doing?
through the connector, in through the lurk, and he's causing chaos and carnage. Quick to capitalize as well off of most
What
of
the
it.
hell?
He's
Hey,
pulled
this
them
is
all
nuts
off the A
rounds.
side.
Yeah, and this is it. Quick scurry as well, the tempo increase. How does Sen manage? Can they shut down his approach? Narrate from the high ground, there's no smoke in your face and util in your hands to be denied at all. Second, wants to just try
Holy
and eat up most of these
bro.
players.
Guy's sliding around, killing everyone. Dude, what a weird round. We get 4 close over towards A. Actually, I think there's 3 close. I need to look at that thing again. Sends it into B to pull the rotate away from A, and the others just walk in.
All right, we've got to fight towards A. And Pancada had made a bit of an error here, I think. Used that one smoke to try to get in through A lobby. Didn't smoke heaven. Allowed Narrate an opportunity to get in, cause a bit of chaos.
To get him into B, that's a smoke left to B, right? I guess.
5 to 11. A massive round. Because Loud looked like they had the opportunities there.
Can he not just do that with a solo wall so he has double smokes? I don't. Honestly, I didn't mind the strat.
As you said, Josh, there's no slowdown in terms of that form as well.
It's pretty cool.
Second's whole job here. Second's whole job is to try to deny this lurk that they've seen Luke Shaw do. Last time when we saw Loud on the attack side of Haven, Luke Shaw's debut, he was just taking so much space, so much free control over towards A. And so Zekken is trying to make it as tough as possible. And he's forcing out drone, he's forcing out another smoke in that area.
This is nice from Loud. With the drone, he created a little bit of pressure over towards A. We got drone trying to clear a little bit of B in middle.
Onto Zelsis. He hears the footsteps.
And Zelsis has got to do a lot. Spots 2, and I think he's in trouble. But great Sovo.
Big reveal off to the side. It's exactly what was called for here to Cam to try and pave the way. See if he can find a few
No
more.
way! Look at him go.
Helping him out from behind. Over the shoulder with the bullets.
This little leak out smoke is so nice. Oh my god. Damn, he did incredible. But there was a lot of util to help him. The leak out smoke, the Sova ult.
Playing that one beautifully. Inside his cage setup. Working off the pressure from the rest of his teammates. Utilizing that Hunter's Fury
double
from
tag of the cam as well. Double check of the cam.
Then a paranoia comes through from Bang.
We had cross, we had a recon to help him out as well.
That's how you play the Cypher. To wait and buy time for the rest of your team to come and flood. That was lovely. And this has put Loud into a really similar spot. We saw this in map 1. It looks so
Senti, he looks good. The lurks have been nice as well, especially even though we kind of gave it a little bit about him maybe searching for them. Like when they push C, his reactional stuff is really nice. He's always been a great flex.
It's odds and ends. But if Loud
you got a vibes guy who can flex onto pretty much anything. It's sick.
It's tight though. No breathing room. Loud will have to run this one back. As you mentioned, 7 rounds in a row. They're going to be telling themselves, listen, 1 round at a time. But for Sentinels, they've got their eyes on the prize.
He's calm? Yeah, he is calm as well.
Secure up their playoff spot here and now.
7 chances, and this has been honestly a really nice Haven from them.
With lighter weaponry, you might be wanting to run some kind of punish onto Zekken. You know that you can smoke him off over towards short, but you could try popping through your own smoke to try to catch him really unawares. And that might allow you to cycle up a Sheriff into a Vandal or a Guardian. Sorry, Vandal or a Phantom.
So here it is. Barriers drop down. Fault line flying forwards. Down against the back wall just from the amount of pressure that Narrate was feeling. You could hear it. Rumble of the footsteps. There is that committal of the bodies. And Louder looking to just vacate. Leave the space. It's going to keep Sentinels locking a couple of players. I think.
Yeah, C failed so badly. We do it again.
But we know it's going into a different direction.
This time, Zelsis is playing off-site, so he's not in an opportunity to really get huge anchor value, but he might catch Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, yeah.
Oh.
Just pulling out the dart there. And the second one.
Gotta kill off the trip anyway.
Right into his
Ult goes in, takes all the space, knows there's great pressure over towards Garage anyway. Insta take of the space. Oh, it's real nice. Look at him go. They gotta take spawn. I see the breach ult kind of helped him dodge the salvos there, if anything.
This is where you need to find some value. Here and now, the team with the answer back, but John QT also from the side is laying him out.
They just locked him in.
They have to try and deal
fair
with
play,
Zekken here while a
Zelsis
distraction
had an
occurs
absolute
and
map.
face up on top of it. Out of table
Really, really nice. This was lovely to watch from Sentinels. They got their Haven really good.
They will be going to playoffs.
Dismantling Loud here on Haven.
I feel like beginning of the year is their perma ban, right?
Pretty much immaculate.
And slowly got good with
Celsius is doing on this map.
Had to play it in the best of 5.
Second looks super comfortable. Narrate really coming in.